Well, I got my list again. This is the Boohoo section for the 2013 Taurus Limited. Okay, this is what I don't care for, or I don't like, or they don't have. First off is, this is what I complained about when I test drove a Lincoln MKZ 2013. They have a straight line shifter. They have park at the top, reverse, neutral, drive, and sport for manual transmission. So if you are pulling the shift lever down, you have to either feel or look for on the dash that you're in drive and not sport. Now this is, I consider it dangerous. If you're on the highway and like you're pulling out of a rest stop with very fast traffic behind you, and you shift, you think you're shifting into drive, but you pull it too far, now you're in sport mode, well fine, you take off fast in front of the cars behind you. But about 30 miles an hour, the cars quits accelerating, and then you're in real trouble and you could get hit. So when you're pulling out into traffic, you got to make sure you're in drive and not sport mode. And also I had problems with parking the car where I had to go back and forth in short distances. I kept hitting neutral instead of reverse. There's no detent, you can't feel it. So all of a sudden you think you're in reverse and you're neutral and the engine's racing away. So this is one of the biggest complaints I have about their select shift on the transmission. Again, just like the Buick LaCrosse, the visibility out of the back is very poor. I'm just glad I got the backup camera and the sensors in the back that tell me when traffic is approaching. Without that, I don't think I could drive this car. The other problem is that you can feel every bump in the road. Now, if you're on the highway, we went up to Tunica, Mississippi. The road was pretty good. It was no problem. The car was very comfortable. But you get on a road with just some kind of bumpiness in it, you're going to feel it right in your back. The other problem was for the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth was difficult to set up and also slow to connect. So it was nothing like General Motors Bluetooth, which is very easy and quick connection. The other thing is the information screen, which is also the radio, the navigation, and temperature control, etc., is difficult to read when the sun is on the screen. It just kind of blurs out and all you see is your fingerprints for the touch screen. I made a hood for this, so I'll make a video of that later to show you, but it was difficult to read. The other problem I had was I have a portable GPS, and you need to plug that into the cigarette lighter accessory. But the problem is that the accessory doesn't shut off when you shut the engine off. So if you leave your accessory plugged in over a period of time, your battery could die. So this is a real annoyance that you have to remember to unplug your accessories when you get out of the car. Another thing that annoyed me about the car is that the trunk is huge. You can put stuff in it, but if you can't close the trunk all the way for whatever you're bringing home, there's no tie down. There's a strap up above to put a rope, but there's nothing below to tie it to. Now I did find a place to tie it under the frame, which is you got to get on your hands and knees and get on there to tie a rope, so I didn't like that. Another thing I found that it was really annoying was on the driver's side, when you get the seat back, there's a hump in the floor, a flat raised portion of the floor. So when you bring your feet back to exit the car, your feet go on top of this hump, and it's very awkward getting out of the car. And the last thing that I didn't like about it is that there is no AC plug for like charging a cell phone on the road. So these are the dislikes on the Ford Taurus 2013 Limited. But I still like the car.